because you haven't gotten laid that long, bro.
We were sitting here and we're discussing things, and I was like, emergency shit coming, and
This is now part
I
of
was sitting here,
history.
we were talking, and I was like, oh shit, I have to take an emergency shit. So I threw the fucking headphones down and went to the bathroom. And I came back, and he was like, so did you have an abortion? I was like, yes.
A smishmortion?
This is now part
I
of
was sitting here,
history.
we were talking, and I was like, oh shit, I have to take an emergency shit.
Freaking
So I
hair,
threw the
bro.
fucking headphones down and went to the
I don't
bathroom.
know, nothing's live on the page right
And
now.
I came back,
Wait, it is now.
and he was like, so did you have an abortion?
It is.
I was like, yes.
A smishmortion?
Hey, we're live, finally.
I'm
sitting here, ish.
Alright, hold on. I gotta figure out why my camera isn't working. We'll be back in just a moment.
Yay!
Pieces.
Testing. Alright, there we go. Okay, excellent. Let's try this again here. Alright, good. There, yes. Okay. Excellent. Alright, there we running? Go. Okay, excellent. Alright, good. There. Yes. Okay. Excellent. All right. There we running? Go. Okay. Excellent. All right. Good. There. Yes. Okay. Excellent. All right. There we running? Okay. Excellent. All right. Good. There. Yes. Okay. All right. We're good. All right. There. Yes. Okay. All right. We're good. There. Yes. Okay. All right. We're good. All right. Google people, I need another invite. I can't seem to find the chat anywhere. There. Yes. Okay. All right. We're good. All right. We'll stop with that right now. Good. I was just making sure everything was working. I was hoping it would echo and harmonize a little better, but hey, whatever. You can't, beggars can't be choosers and all that shite. All that scheisse. Okay, come on, Google people. Where are you, Google people? Google people! Is this the one? Wait a minute. No, hold on a second. Trying to find the Google people. Googly people. Maybe it's here. Fuck, I can never find anything on Google+. Like, you'd think if you exit a Hangout and reboot, you could come back and find the Hangout again really quickly and easily and efficiently. But no. Where would be the sense in that? Maybe it thinks that you were just hanging out here. Yeah, well, let's look at this nice little flying TARDIS. It's Nyan TARDIS. Awesome. Yay for Nyan TARDIS. Just picture the Nyan Cat song, but with TARDIS sounds instead. There you go. Awesome. Okay, back to me. Hi, how's it going? Okay, Crimson News is saying to hold on to my butt. Yes, Mia. What? What do you want? I see no invites. I see no invites happening. Well, maybe it's in my email. Hold on. I'll check my email. I bet I can get in through my email because I still have the original invite. Hee hee. Ha ha ha. There it is. Okay, I think I found it. Oh, I hear people. I hear people. There's people. Okay, good. Good, and my camera over there is really purple for some reason.
I
Yeah.
hate typing in this stupid chat.
Okay, hold on.
There's a
Let's
one
get everybody in here.
and five purple people.
There we go. Alright, good. I think we're good now. The goodness has returned. Excellent.
Pretty fucking purple.
Pretty purple. Yeah, I don't know how I can fix that actually. Oh, wait a minute. I know how I can fix it. Hold on. Hold on.
Oh shit.
And try that. Try that. There we go.
Swear to God.
Okay.
Punch them all!
Okay. Excellent.
Sorry.
So, most of us have booze. Cass sends his apologies. He may not be able to join us this evening. He may try to come on later. C'est la vie. But I have
I'll
booze.
be, as usual, the designated sober person.
Not always as usual. Sometimes you get wasted with us. Where'd everybody go? There was like way more people in here when I left earlier.
Zork will be back in a minute.
Everybody just disappeared.
Because you left.
Oh.
With Brandon's
Apparently I am the
performing an
glue that
abortion.
holds everyone together. When I leave, it all just falls apart. Who knew? Who knew I was glue? Well, while we're doing that, let's look at some Doctor Who DVDs, shall we? I'll be right back. I know most
Oh,
of
we
you
lost
just
Brandon.
saw the Facebook post.
Where the hell is
And you're
Haskins?
probably wondering what new ones I got. Well, I'll shows ya. I'll show you so hard. Holy shit, I'm gonna
Oh
show
my.
you.
Show them getting hard, Sean.
I am just gonna show the shit out of you. There we go. Latest batch. See? Look at that. Pretty cool, eh? Aren't those the best ones ever? Good. Well, hope you enjoyed that look at the new Doctor Who DVDs. Yeah. all right. Hold on. Let's go chronologically. First off, we got Carnival of Monsters, and I need to pull up my thing so I can actually see what I'm doing. Hold on a second here. There we go. Here, I'll just flip over to... No. I'll flip over to me so you can see it nice and big. Alright, so we got Carnival of Monsters, the special edition. Got a, nice Third Doctor story. Quite nice. This is re-release, fully remastered yet again with more modern techniques. And loaded with extras. Nice 2-disc edition. Classic Robert Holmes story. Robert Holmes being one of the great classic Who writers. And this is one I've been wanting for quite a while because it's just such an awesome box set. We have Dalek War. This one has two 6-part stories, namely Frontier in Space and Planet of the Daleks. And Planet of the Daleks, Episode 3, has actually been fully restored to color for the first time since its original broadcast. So they use ridiculously high-tech techniques. And actually, it's not just colorized. They restored the color. Like, actually brought it back. And apparently it looks amazing. I haven't had a chance to check it out yet, but great stuff. Then we have the first appearance of the Sontarans, the first appearance of Sarah Jane Smith, and the first appearance of the Slit-Scan Time Tunnel title sequence, The Time Warrior. Another
I
classic.
still want to see that.
Another classic Robert Holmes story. We might actually, just for you, Mia, we might jump the continuity and watch this one. just so you can check it out, because it's a fucking awesome story. It's great stuff.
Well, I want to be able to take a look back and compare the old Sontarans too, since they made some changes to the new Sontarans.
Actually, the new Sontarans are probably closest to the original interpretation, like this one here. They did undergo some changes over the course of the classic series. They weren't all short. There were some really tall, big Sontarans later. But they've clearly gone back to the original concept that they're short, stocky guys who, are out to conquer the universe. But yeah, definitely, I would totally be down with watching that. And then we have another John Pertwee. We got Invasion of the Dinosaurs, where you get to see some really bad blue-screened puppet dinosaurs on front of really nice filmed backgrounds, and they don't blend properly at all. But hey, it's about suspending disbelief, okay? So fuck you.
Use your imagination, kids.
Exactly. And then actually one of my all-time favorite Dalek stories, Death to the Daleks. I know a lot of people don't consider this one of the better ones, but I've always liked it because it's got one of those old ancient alien cities full of puzzles and traps that they have to figure out how to get through, and it's just cool. I like it. I like it a lot. So then we have the sequel to The Curse of Peladon, The Monster of Peladon, which actually features the Ice Warriors there. You might see them there. This was, I believe, the final appearance of the Ice Warriors in the classic series, if I remember correctly. And they did not appear again until just last week's episode, actually, Cold War. So, big deal to have them coming back. Very cool. So this is also a 2-disc edition. Very nice. Loaded with extras. That box that you're seeing on the backs of all these is all the extras. It's just freaking packed with stuff. And then we bring the John Pertwee era to a close with the epic 6-part story Planet of the Spiders, where he revisits Metabolus 3, which we first heard about in the Green Death in the previous season, and has to do battle with the Spider Queen and basically a spider-worshipping kind of devil cult that's trying to bring them to Earth and is under their control, and it's pretty crazy shit. So, great stuff. So, basically, as far as the John Pertwee collection goes, I'm only 3 releases shy of having the complete set, and the reason being, there's one release that hasn't actually come out yet. It comes out in June, and there's 2 others that are getting re-releases, so I'm waiting for those to get the superior editions, and then I'll, complete that collection. So, in the meantime, at long last, we're starting with Tom Baker's collection here. His very first story, Robot. Great stuff. I actually watched this yesterday with the commentary. It's got a commentary track by Tom Baker, Elizabeth Sladen, Terrence Dix, and Barry Letts. So, definitely all the heavy hitters from that period.
Terrence Dix.
Terrence Dix is awesome. He was one of the most prolific Who writers. He wrote a good chunk of the novelizations and some of the most fondly remembered stories. And he was actually the story editor for the show for most of the 70s, or a good chunk of the 70s. Then we have the Arkin Space.
That's all good and as well, but
Dix, yeah, I know, I get it.
But I'm on drink 3, so I was laughing at his name.
Gotcha. So then we have the special edition of the Arkin Space. This one was released, the original edition of this was released quite a while ago as a single disc. This is a 2-disc edition where they've gone back and remastered it all again. Basically, that's the case with most of the special editions, is they've completely been remastered from the ground up using better techniques for cleaner picture and sound. So this is one of the latest ones. This actually just came out, I think, this month, or last month. And, yeah, it's great stuff. Great stuff. And you may notice the disc is out because I was watching it. I am trying to get all of them as in continuity as possible, trying not to have any gaps. The only time there's gaps is when there's another release coming out, so I skipped that one. Then we got Genesis of the Daleks, classic revisiting of the origins of the Daleks, and sort of reimagining as well. This is the first time we met Davros, and just a great, great story. I actually didn't really care for this one much when I was a kid, but it's definitely grown on me over the years. And by this point, Tom Baker has really settled in nicely into his role as the Doctor. And if you're wondering about the Sontaran experiment, which goes between Arkin Space and Genesis of the Daleks, I have that one already. I got it with a previous batch just because it was cheap. So I do have that one. So I do have the complete first season Tom Baker wrapping it up, of course, with Revenge of the Cybermen, which was actually the last 5 minutes of the final part of this was the very first thing I ever saw of Doctor Who. So this right here was my introduction to Doctor Who, the first time I ever saw it, right here. I had heard of it, but the first time I'd actually seen it was the tail end of that story. And then one of the earliest complete stories I actually saw all the way through, we have Planet of Evil, which is really good. A lot of shades of Forbidden Planet in this one, which is awesome. There you go. Lots of extras on there, too. I talked about this one in a Doctor Who DVD update like 4 years ago, and I basically said all the same things I just said now. Then we have Pyramids of Mars, another longtime favorite. Just great stuff, mixing some, were the Egyptians actually aliens stuff into Doctor Who, where he fights Sutekh the Destroyer and his minions. Great stuff. Love this one. Actually, the Doctor Who sound effects album I have has some of the sound effects from this. There's some really cool effects work in that. And then, basically just a few random ones that I got to fill out the order and build the collection a little bit because I had a little bit extra money left over. And these ones were like literally less than $10 each. We have another two-parter from Peter Davison's era, The King's Demons. This story actually occurs right before the Five Doctors. So this is story number 129, the Five Doctors story number 130. So it doesn't really lead into the Five Doctors, but it's, the one that occurs right before. And then we've got another two-parter. That I don't actually remember anything about this one. I think I may have only seen it once back in the day. We have The Awakening, which is very cool. The two-parters are pretty skimpy on everything. I mean, there's only two. Each story is only 2 episodes, and they're actually single-layer discs as opposed to double-layer discs. That's how light they are on content. But that's also why they're so cheap. And then, finally, I got a 7th Doctor story. This has always been actually one of my favorite 7 Doctor stories. I know fans are kind of divided on it. But we have Ghostlight. And I was really pleased to find this for less than $10. Because I always really liked it. I actually have the soundtrack CD as well. Where is that? Is that, yeah, right here. I actually have the soundtrack CD, too. Which is a bit of a rarity nowadays. Really good soundtrack by Mark Ayers. Who,
you're such a nerd.
Who interestingly, Mark Ayers is the guy who's been doing all the audio restoration for the audio tracks, the audio releases, and all the DVDs, like every single one of the DVDs. So Ghostlight, good stuff. This is also an interesting bit of trivia. While this was the second story aired in the final season of the classic series, it was actually the final episode produced. So this is actually, in terms of the production history, this is where Doctor Who ended, right here. This is the last one they made. So, there you go. A whole stack of New Who. So that's this month's additions. I'll move back. This month's additions to the collection. So we're definitely motoring along quite nicely as far as the goal of getting the complete classic series by the end of the year. So I think if things go more or less at the same pace, we should be able to hit that goal pretty easily. And I think I'll have I should have the complete current series as well, because I'm kind of getting a few of those in between. I've actually got series 1 of the new series on the way. And there you go. That's it for the updates. Let's get down to some drunken shenanigans, shall we?
I think I speak for everyone when I say, hello and welcome to the Thrustbone Has a Drink show. My name is Thrustbone, and this is my drink.
Excellent. Excellent.
This is my favorite cup. It depicts Spider-Man punching the Vulture right in the fucking nuts. Mm-hmm. So I drink out of this one exclusively if I can help it. And this is drink number 4. So any minute now I'm gonna get fucking belligerent.
Wait. So if we ever get you a milky kind of looking drink, will you still drink it from the cup where the Vulture gets punched in the nuts?
It's funny because it would be cum.
Yay, glaze for our donuts.
Oh my god. And the inappropriate behavior has begun. Brace yourselves. It's only going to go further downhill from here.
Brace yourselves.
Giant Guy says Cold War was the best episode of the season. I think you meant season 7, part 2 so far.
And I had a shaving accident, so...
No mustache. Mustache is gone. I have not seen the new episode. I'm actually in the middle of downloading it. I'm going to watch it later tonight when I'm really drunk.
I had a shaving accident and had to shave the mustache. Yeah.
Oh,
fuck the delay.
So, actually, AC asks,
Jesus.
Okay, good question. How did you see Doctor Who in the day when they were new? Was it on PBS?
Hitting me.
I didn't have cable in the 80s. Yes, PBS. I was lucky. In my area, there was actually 2 different PBS stations that were showing it, and they were both at different points in the run.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually got to get a double dose of Who. Like, there was one that showed it daily, 5 days a week, and then they would show movie versions of either the really new episodes or the really old episodes on the weekends. And then there was another PBS station that would show 1 episode a week, like just a single half-hour episode. So between the 2 of them, I was able to get caught up really fast. Like over the course of maybe 3 or 4 years, I had seen almost all the existing classic episodes.
Haji would like to know where you found your black shirt there, Sean.
My black shirt. This was actually from the Royal Winnipeg Ballet. It was a special tour of a ballet version of Dracula that was touring around the country, and I went with one of my stepsisters actually when it was in town, and we checked it out, and it was awesome. And got this T-shirt as a souvenir, basically. I actually got this T-shirt before I went to before I actually saw the show.
Wait, so you've been the same size since that show came to town?
Yeah, pretty much. I have shirts from like the 90s that still fit me.
That must be nice.
So I've got a little bit of a gut since then, but honestly, I'm really not that different in size, despite what a lot of my haters seem to think. I just have round features. I'm actually not that fat.
Well, see, the problem with your haters is that they wish they knew more about DVDs than you did.
This is true. They're just jealous.
One thing that I've noticed about
Sean,
your haters in particular,
Transformers Star Wars crossover.
Awesome.
Sean, is that they start out as fans first, your haters.
A lot of them do, yeah, and then they just get bitter. I don't know why.
Yeah.
They're dicks.
So we're all waiting.
Sad, depressed little people.
We're all waiting.
Dicks.
Sorry,
we're all waiting for the day that Skinslip becomes a Zarenizer Act hater.
Yes.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
So AC comments. Okay, guys, try to keep it under control here. AC says, especially New York City, a lot of PBS stations were within range. Actually, at the time, I lived in Toronto, so there was one PBS station was TV Ontario, and then the other one was actually WNED Channel 17, which was based out of Buffalo, New York. So not that far away from where I was. So you definitely
could have. Which is still a PBS station, by the way.
Is it really WNED?
Yes.
Awesome. Yep. They're like notorious. They're like famous in the Who community, like as far as PBS stations go, because they were one of the few stations that actually carried a lot of the John Pertwee episodes when they were new, like back in the early 70s. And it's actually thanks to fans recording episodes off of those broadcasts that we're able to have a lot of the old Pertwee episodes restored to color now. So they've actually used those off-air broadcasts to get some of the color information.
Brennan, don't you curse out Matlock. He's going to get me laid in 2 weeks.
Frank says, I remember a long time ago there was talks about a Doctor Who movie starring Rowan Atkinson. I think you may be getting your wires a little crossed there. There was talk of a Doctor Who movie starring Tom Baker, and it was actually Tom Baker was shopping it around. As far as Rowan Atkinson, he actually did do a Doctor Who episode. It was a charity episode. It was a parody, basically, a few years ago called Curse of the Fatal Death. And it starred Rowan Atkinson as the Doctor and Jonathan Pryce as the Master. And it was hilarious. But as far as that goes, there's been no official talks of Rowan Atkinson actually playing the Doctor proper in a movie or a TV series or anything like that. It was just a one-off thing.
Rowan Atkinson is a Doctor fan, though. He's a big fan of Doctor Who.
Oh, absolutely. You could tell. I mean, he was loving it. There's no question about that.
No, I think that the best non-Doctor incarnation of the Doctor would probably be Peter Cushing. in the movie.
He was great, and that it's interesting because he played the Doctor when the TV series wasn't that old. The Daleks were such a huge hit that they did those 2 movies to cash in on their success, and they were big budget movies too. I mean, just huge, done in, like CinemaScope, and Peter Cushing, who was just a huge megastar at the time.
Coming off the Hammer movies, and
yeah, and he was still doing the Hammer movies at the time. It was like right in the middle of that, so he was huge. But yeah, he basically played sort of a slight reinterpretation of the first Doctor. And one thing that's odd about those movies is they always refer to him as Doctor Who rather than as the Doctor. So it's like Doctor Who is his name. And instead of being an alien with a time machine, he's basically just a mad professor who built the TARDIS himself.
Now, my next question to you, Sean.
Oh, actually, interesting bit of trivia about that. The second Doctor Who movie that they did with Peter Cushing guest stars Bernard Cribbins, who we recently saw in the new series as Wilf, Donna's grandfather. So very young, very spry Bernard Cribbins, who is quite funny. He plays sort of the Ian Chesterton type character in that.
So, my next question is, Sean, how do you feel about the promotion in which they're going to give away the Doctor's first name in the next couple episodes?
Oh, I don't know if I believe it.
Personally, if the Doctor's name is anything other than Thrustbone, I'm going to stop watching that still.
Now, he's...
Evan's right, it's probably...
I know what his nickname was in his academy days.
Doc?
No. It was actually Theta Sigma. He went by Greek names. So he was
Which means I come a lot.
So he was Theta Sigma in his academy days. He meets up with a guy in one of his stories who recognizes him from school. He's like, Theta? Is that you? Theta Sigma? And the Doctor just kind of glares at him. He says, just the Doctor now, thanks. So that was his nickname, but we still don't know what his actual name was. But
that is one of the things about the Doctor, is that he went to school with the Master, right? That's how they met. They used to be friends.
Yep.
And then they chose their names, and isn't that how they kind of got that divide between them? Because the Master wanted to dominate and the Doctor wanted to help?
Quite possibly. Yeah, that makes sense. And basically, just diametrically opposed goals and ideals. Neither of them wanted to be a part of Time Lord society. They thought the Time Lords were boring.
Yeah, they both ran away. I remember that.
Yeah, they both ran away, basically. And yeah, the Doctor for good, the Master for evil. The Master is the Doctor's Moriarty. Two sides of the same coin. He's the Joker to the Doctor's Batman, you know.
And he's died and come back so many times, just like the Doctor.
Yep.
Or just like the Joker.
Yep.
Seems to die in every series, and then he comes back, and he's like, I'm stronger than ever. And the Doctor's like, no, you're not. I've got a handgun now. Bang.
Or no, you're not. I've upgraded the sonic screwdriver. Haji, did you notice the picture for this week's Saturday Night InSaNiTy? Just for those who are watching the video. There's a picture that Haji actually did a little while ago. A little,
I noticed my little
grumpy cat action
there. So is it time for me to tell my story yet, or should I?
Oh, your story, yeah. Yes, when we last left Saturday Night InSaNiTy...
Wait, you gotta play the Doctor Who theme.
No, I can't. It's copyright reason. When we last left Saturday Night InSaNiTy, it was on a Doctor Who caliber cliffhanger. Right after all the Matlock madness, Thrustbone decided on a whim to head on to, what was it, Plenty of Fish, I think it was? Was it Plenty of Fish?
Sir, Plenty of Fish.
Plenty of Fish. So he decided to go on to Plenty of Fish, check out all his recommended matches, pick the hottest one, the most desirable one, and send her a message just saying, Matlock! Which he did. And that's where we left off. But things have developed since that fateful message in ways that none of us could have expected. Take it away, Thrustbone.
So amazingly so.
So start from the beginning. Like, what happened right after you sent that message?
right after I sent that message, she reported me for a violation of the privacy policy.
And then what happened?
And then around 11 a.m., 11:30, Sunday morning, Eastern Standard Time, which depending on your time zone may vary, she sent me an apology. That said, I meant to click something else, but I clicked the report button instead, and here we are. So I responded once again with, Matt. To which she replied, isn't that an old TV show? And my response was, yes. My friends bet me that I could not get a response on Plenty of Fish from a girl screaming only a random reference to an 80s/90s TV series. Because you responded, I am now $50 richer. As a gentleman, I would not feel right about accepting this money unless I bought you dinner with that money sometime.
This is why Thrustbone is the Mac Daddy of all Mac Daddies, ladies and gentlemen. He turns a gag into an act of pure gentlemanly class. And so,
he got himself in over his head.
So what did he respond? So what did she respond to that?
She said, and I quote, "Not only is that an easy bet to win, but is the only acceptable way to spend your newfound earnings." Now, as a truncated version of what's gone on the past week, I now know her first name, I know the name of her son, and I know what she does for a living. I also know she's going to be gone for the next week, but I know that she'll be back the second week of May, and she's looking forward to seeing me during that weekend.
You motherfucker. That's all I have to say.
So the moral of the story, kids, is never underestimate the sheer magnitude, power, and magnetism of Matlock.
Now, it wouldn't be fair unless we had Metal Madness say Matlock without immediately following it up with Heman.
Heman.
Matlock, Heman.
Oh my god.
You want to know what the worst part of Masters of the Universe is? If Skeletor had just said that once, he would have had Man at Arms
he would have been able to get He-Man. Yeah.
All on his dick at the same time. Never underestimate the power of Andy Griffith, kids. The man knows what he's talking about.
He is the Matlock Daddy.
Suck it, He-Man!
I will be back. I'm getting a drink.
Cradle those balls, Sheila.
Only you can make that work, apparently.
Well,
He-Man,
I mean,
you will lick my balls and like it.
he's going to take over Eternia in the movie somehow, right? It might as well be after he screams Matlock at the top of his lungs, causes a thunderstorm, and Thor fights all his battles for him. I mean, I don't know about you, but every time I scream Matlock, fucking Thor and Odin come down, they're like, "What is thy bidding, my master?" And I'm like, just go to the store and get me some Coke.
I can't believe that's working for you, man. Jesus.
I'm telling you, man. Yes, we've all seen He-Man Christmas, Frank. It's one of my fondest childhood memories, which is why I haven't seen it since.
You don't want to ruin it.
Yeah, it's right up there with this collector's edition of Star Wars 4, 5, and 6. I don't want to ruin it any more than George Lucas already has.
Laserdisc.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Heman.
He-Man.
Heman.
Delicious Skeletor.
So who the fuck is He-Man?
What?
He-Man's ass, He-Man.
I knew it was only a matter of time before
Is he
Oh
like
God!
one of those
Stop
wrestlers you guys
it.
are into?
Oh man, that sucks.
Dead silence.
The camera kept panning over, and like it panned over to Brandon's camera, but Matlock's face was still stuck on top of his camera.
That's awesome. Matlock.
Matlock rules you all.
All right, it's bathroom time number 4, and drink number 5 when I get back.
Damn, son.
How can
So
be
pee
more
count.
Drink number 5.
We need the pee
Damn
counter.
it.
Who's the pee counter tonight? Come on, chat.
you are? Because you're the only.
I am not counting the amount of times he has to go and take a piss. I refuse.
Somebody make up a chart. We will graph it along a timeline.
Yeah, someone needs to make a spreadsheet out of
MacGyver.
this.
How do you want to talk about MacGyver? Fucking O'Neill from Stargate is MacGyver.
Yes.
Is MacGyver that guy on Boondock Saints?
No. But he should be on the Boondock Saints. I also have to go to the bathroom, which means it's now Metal Madness's time to shine. MacGruber!
Haji says he thinks Matlock could take MacGyver in a fight.
That's probably true.
Depends.
But it would be an epic fight.
Would it be a fight of old men in Depends?
In a courtroom, though, MacGyver's going down.
When I see you in court.
Alright. I am multitasking, so forgive me for being completely space cadet-like tonight.
So, when my hands go numb, I should stop drinking, right?
I don't know. That kind of stopped happening a couple years ago.
I'll let Metal take over that one. I'm sure he's got a good gauge there.
It just means one part of your body's caught up to the booze.
Glass.
Maybe it's time to switch
I've
hands,
drank
dude.
5 drinks already. Oh, man.
Goodness.
If you stop
Oh, God.
clutching that glass for your life, it wouldn't go numb.
What are you drinking,
You
Steve?
know what? It's sitting right there on my desk. Fuck you. I'm drinking
Right
red
there.
rum,
Where
the
is it
greatest
again?
rum known to man. The greatest fruit rum. The greatest fruit rum. Right here. Red rum. You turn it backwards, you look through the bottle, it says murder. It's fucking awesome. There's
You
murder
are
on the
so-
side.
Yeah, it's all downhill. We're already talking
It's
about
It tastes so delicious.
It started off going downhill.
When you mix it with Coke, it
You know,
tastes
We'd
it's
already
like
hit
that.
60 miles an
That
hour.
means
cherry Coke.
That means the hard part of the
It's that
journey's
train
over. It's all
wreck,
downhill.
You know, everyone has to rubberneck and watch going by, and
So-
then all of a sudden, there's like a massive plane crash right on
Are
top.
you
of
making
it.
fun of me, Mia?
Oh.
So check
How many
out the
times
chips I got today.
No, I'm just
Driven
describing
past
what it's gonna be like tonight. We have to be.
Mia, I
prepared.
don't appreciate you making fun of me.
Simply Food,
I'm
Buffalo
making
Wings,
fun of all of us to shut
Ripple
your hole.
Chips, Simply Food,
Buffalo?
Wings, Ripple Chips. And then we got another one, because they were 2 for $3. We got
ooh, buffalo chips.
Simply Food Chipotle Rib Chips.
Oh,
There we go.
Ribs for Sean's pleasure.
That's right. Ribbed ridged chips. Ribbed ripples. Double the ribs.
ribbed for her
Say it 5 times
pleasure.
fast.
Double
right
the pleasure.
now.
Ridged for your flavor.
Rubber balls, what?
Rubber baby buggy bunker? Bunker?
The baby's in the bunker.
Can I plug a little something something?
I've not tried the Chipotle rib before. We're gonna try it right now. This brand here, in the black bags, tends to be really spicy. I tried their jalapeno cheddar and I couldn't actually finish a bag. It was too spicy.
We lost Skin Slip again. Can I take a little minute to plug a little something something?
Okay, this is fucking good. Yeah, go ahead, plug away.
So, some of you might know that Skin Slip and I are writers for geeky.com.
Yep.
And we'd just like to take a moment to welcome Metal Madness to our Movie Gangbang podcast.
Hey, there we go.
The Movie Gangbang.
3 guys, 1 movie. Which one will come first?
Expect very raunchy commentary and discussion.
Yes.
Well, I mean, when one guy's name is a synonym for erection and the other guy's name is Skin Slip, what else can you expect?
Yep.
It will be interesting. Our first movie is going to be Ghoulies, which I don't think any of us have seen in a couple of decades.
Yeah.
Well, I've never seen it, so this will be the first time for me. But I know.
I think I've seen it, but a long time. I remember nothing about it.
Wait, isn't Ghoulies the movie that Raphael walked out on in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie?
Oh yeah, I think it is.
Yes,
I think it is actually.
Oh, this is gonna be great because if Raphael can't watch it. Wait.
Frank says I wish they would make more stop motion movies.
What is up with it?
The reason they don't make stop motion movies anymore is because it's so damn expensive.
Mm-hmm.
And only Tim Burton has the money to pay for that.
They make a few, like Paranorman was mostly stop motion, wasn't it?
Yeah, but that was also Tim Burton.
It was good. I really liked that one a lot.
I haven't seen it.
It was CGI stop motion.
CGI enhanced, but mostly stop motion.
Well, The Corpse Bride was stop motion, CGI enhanced as well.
Yeah.
Basically, when it comes to CGI enhanced stop motion, you're just not looking at the wax get melted by the thumbprints put on there by the stop motion animators, is what
There you go.
we're looking at.
Yeah.
Stop motion, by the way, is another way to get your dick sucked.
I still have to see Coraline. Everybody tells me it's fantastic.
I haven't seen Coraline yet.
Mm. Oh, Torque the Prisoner says it was actually Critters that Raphael walked on, not Ghoulies.
Same thing.
No.
Which is going to be episode 2 will be Critters, because...
another Gremlins ripoff, basically.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And then we should do Munchies for episode 3.
Just have a theme. Every
Do
Gremlins
Munchies
ripoff
for number
ever.
3. Critters for number 2.
Gremlins week on the movie Gangbang.
Okay, these Chipotle rib chips are fucking awesome. These are really
If
good.
I ever come
Well,
to
we're gonna do a dry run.
Sean.
We're gonna do a dry run on next Saturday.
Actually, Thrust One, you might
That'll be a
find
live
them.
dry run too.
They're exclusively at Shoppers Drug Mart. So check your
well,
local.
shit, I'm going to Shoppers Drug Mart tomorrow.
Yeah, check your Shoppers. They probably have them. Simply Food is the new...
oh, Chud, that's a good one.
Simply Food is basically the new Life brand, so it's exclusively Shoppers.
You know what's funny about Shoppers Drug Mart? I live in a town with 35,000 people. We have 4 Shoppers Drug Marts in my area.
Oh, there you go. One of them's bound to have them.
You want to know why? Because Shoppers
the other
Drug
thing we
Mart...
should probably do...
We have to do a faulty week.
A what?
A
Anyway,
faulty
Shoppers
week.
Drug Mart, what?
Shoppers Drug Mart is the oldest living franchise in our town, and as a result, they own 70% of our town. So they get first say in anything that comes down into the area. So anything that comes down into Grimsby, Ontario, is basically either owned by their parent company or is just another Shoppers Drug Mart.
Frank says that Ninja Turtles is apparently getting a rewrite, and it's been retitled to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yes, we knew about that. It was Michael Bay.
What do you do?
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, we
still don't give a crap. We still don't want it made.
We've lost all faith in if we had any to begin with in that project.
The last great Ninja Turtles movie was the second one. The follow-up to that would have been the CGI movie from the early 2000s.
Yeah, the third one's crap, but the CGI was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why people slag off the CG one. I thought it was awesome. Especially the rooftop fight between Raphael and Leonardo.
I saw it in theaters.
That was epic. And that was like the just knockdown, drag-out fight, settling their differences that we've always wanted to see.
That was the fight that we've been waiting 20, 30 plus years to see.
Oh, yeah. Just cutting loose and beating the living tar out of each other. It was great.
Yeah.
I'm going to go spoilers free at this point because I assume any Turtles fan worth his salt has seen that movie. But remember that scene where Leonardo knocked the chrome mask off Raphael?
It's been a while since I've seen it. I don't remember specifics.
I just remember the rain falling on both of their faces, and Leonardo was just like, Raph? And then Raph is just like, are you really that surprised?
Raptor says the Turtles Forever DVD release is a slap to the face. Yeah, and the funny thing is, the DVD releases of the DVD releases of the current series are a slap to the face as well, because they're not being released in high def, they're not being released in widescreen. Like, what the fuck, Nick? You start to get something right by actually doing a decent Turtles series, and now you're just going to keep fucking over the fans with your shitty DVD releases? Really?
No. See, this is where you and I differ, because I didn't like the current TMNT series.
I don't think it's the greatest ever. I still say that the 2003 series is the best Turtles series ever, but it's definitely better than it could have been.
The main reason I don't like the current series is because they made Michelangelo into an incompetent retard.
Well, that's the one complaint I hear a lot, yeah. They needed to tone him down.
One of the things that I remember from being a kid and from the 2003 series is that Michelangelo always knew when to shut up and put up.
Yeah.
He always knew when to put the clown aside and to be a goddamn ninja, which is one thing that he doesn't know how to do in Nickelodeon series.
Yeah.
And I understand, they're like, okay, we're trying to make a callback to the 80s series, but it's like, clearly you've never seen the 80s series because he's got badass fucking nunchucks, and he knows how to fucking use them like a boss.
He's got badass nunchucks through most of the 80s series. They got rid of them for a few seasons.
Yeah, but those seasons don't count, let's face it.
X-Play just says the new one sucks. Period.
Well,
I don't think it's a total write-off. I think there are some good points. It's not the best one, but it's not the worst one.
Okay, I gotta bring up a point in the new series where they make a mutant squid cat hybrid thing named Justin. Now, both Stoudman and myself are both named Justin. So, this is where Stoudman and I differ, because I took horrible offense to that episode.
And Stoud just embraced it?
Yes! And Stoud was just like, finally, someone who's not a Timberlake or a Beaver.
That was all the justification he needed right there.
And I was like,
funny.
You realize the shit that they're spewing all over our name, right? And he's like, hey, not a Timberlake or a Beaver. Counts for me.
You know what?
I
think the hate on Justin Timberlake needs to back off.
Yeah, I have no hate for Justin Timberlake. Honestly.
He's a fantastic actor, actually.
He is.
Actually, he was badass in Alpha Dog.
He can do comedy great.
Yeah. Alpha Dog's what turned me around on him, actually.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I saw Alpha Dog in the theater the day it came out, and I remember it because the theater was packed and everybody just wanted to hate on Timberlake. But that guy, Justin Timberlake, is the guy who saved that movie, in my opinion.
Really? That's funny.
Yeah, absolutely. It's actually a good movie because he's in it.
Huh.
Yeah. The best part is Justin Timberlake teaching a younger, fatter kid how to properly care for a marijuana crop.
That sounds so heartwarming.
The movie is about... Okay, you've all seen X3, or at very least seen Zero Isaac's
rant about
review
it.
of X3.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think we all have seen X3.
So, Archangel from X3 plays the main hero in Alpha Dog.
Something Foster. That's all I remember.
Sorry, what?
And, no, go ahead, Sinslip. I want to hear your opinion, because you know a lot about movies.
His name is Ben Foster. That's all I said.
Okay, Ben Foster.
Ben Foster is an awesome actor as well, by the way. He needs to do more shit.
He needs a bigger part in X3. But we'll get
Definitely.
to X3 on a later Saturday Night Insanity.
Really liked him in the Thomas Jane Punisher movie. And
Stacker Dave.
Yeah, and in Pandorum.
Oh, yeah, it was really... I love that movie.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, God.
So, what were we talking... Oh, yes, Alpha Dog. So, Ben Foster and Justin Timberlake. More so Justin Timberlake than Ben Foster, but the two of them saved that movie, in my opinion. And the reason I'll always remember that movie is because the theater was packed except for 2 seats, and there were 2 underage kids who couldn't get into the theater, so I bought tickets for them.
That was nice of you.
And then they wandered around the theater looking for a seat, and then I suddenly stood up and I was like, "Hey, fuck nuts, sit right here."
That's awesome.
Right.
You the man.
Thrustbone, buying minors R-rated movie tickets since 1985.
and alcohol. Don't forget, and alcohol.
No, I don't believe in buying minors alcohol.
No,
because
but movies, that's different.
If it weren't for someone buying me alcohol,
you're allowing them the pleasure of having the theatrical experience. Because I mean, once it comes out on DVD, there's nothing stopping them from seeing it.
Well, now see, I remember when I was in grade 11. You remember the Francis Ford Coppola version of Dracula with Winona Ryder and Gary Oldman?
I'm the only one who hates it.
I remember my media arts teacher said, "We have to watch this on the big screen in the drafting room, otherwise the kids won't appreciate it." And I said, "That's right." And 5 minutes after that is when I learned to eat pussy.
Yay! And that's a useful life skill that you'll be able to keep with you forever.
The life
Even when you no longer have teeth, you'll still be able to eat pussy.
Hey, man. All it takes is a tongue and a will.
That's true.
And knowledge of the alphabet.
Wow, Skin, you're like totally wasted already.
I know.
Okay, he's singing the alphabet, kids, and we're not even an hour in yet.
I guess now's a good time to say that I'm gonna go have a cigarette. So you guys have fun.
You know what, Mia? I'm gonna join you. I'm gonna go have a cigarette with you. I'll meet you on the balcony.
In some special fucking stupid way.
Well, I mean,
Rectal cancer to all of you.
To be fair, Skinslip has been drinking a very rare kind of rum.
Yeah. Kind of. It's like 70 proof, which is not a joke. I mean, you know.
The only rum that I know of that can be mixed with fruit punch and still taste good is the type of rum that Skinslip has been drinking. And I've been drinking a lot of rum. I've been drinking
5
rum
glasses. 5.
I've been drinking
5
rum since I was 14, and I've never tasted the rum that Skinslip has in his possession at this very moment. He keeps begging me to try it. He's like, "You're not a rum aficionado until you've tried red rum." And I was like,
It's the best fruit rum as opposed to spiced rum, you know. Those are 2 types of rums that are worth a grain of salt, and Kraken's the best spice rum, and red rum's the best fruit rum. So that's how it is.
"No, if you have to drink white rum, just go with Bacardi, because Bacardi is the best white rum you're going to get. Pay attention, minors, because you're going to be in high school soon, and you're going to know how to get this shit." So,
Yeah. If you think I'm drunk now, you should have seen me in high school. I was drunk all the fucking time.
Yes, Manic. Why is the rum gone, Manic? I'll tell you why. Because Keira Knightley wanted to get laid, and I wasn't available, so she had to settle.
I still have like half a bottle. Shit's like $30 a bottle. Fuck.
Really? Because
poor people like me.
Kraken is $40 a bottle, and I've already finished one today.
Holy shit, are you serious?
I can get Kraken as cheap as 20 though.
It's 14.
30's the cheapest I found this for.
Why is? Oh, I already answered.
In California, the last time I looked for it, it was $41.
Haji wants to know what the Dollar Tree brand of rum is. I don't know because we don't have Dollar Trees in Canada.
I don't know, but I do have the. I will show you what you get at the Dollar Tree. You get little fucking bottles like this for $1. This is Absolute vodka. I also have 2 fucking Captain Morgans, and I'm saving them for the day when I don't have any other alcohol. So
hey, don't
you get at the Dollar Tree.
Don't.
There's $60 vodka like this shit here, which is basically fucking gasoline.
Don't piss on on the Captain Morgan, because Captain Morgan is like the Metallica of rum. He gets everyone else interested in rum.
I didn't say it was bad. I simply said that you get them for $1. That's all I said.
Captain Morgan is the rum.
Captain Morgan's good. I like
Captain Morgan. Captain Morgan is to rum what Metallica is to metal. He gets everybody interested, and then you get on to metal bands. And then you want the real rum. Yeah.
Like Megadeth.
I mean, yeah,
and Creator and fucking Overkill.
Fucking Megadeth and Dave Complain and fucking...
Oh, no, I'm talking about, like, Megadeth circa 1989. Like, fucking Megadeth.
Okay.
Not the shit that is now.
Okay, well then...
awesome live.
Megadeth can be okay live. I've seen Megadeth live where Dave Mustaine basically talks into a microphone. But I've also seen Megadeth live where he actually gives a shit and tries to sing.
I don't believe you.
Yeah,
well... Even when I saw him at Gigantor.
Yeah, Gigantor is where he really gives a shit. Because Gigantor is a Megadeth thing.
Yeah, he took the concert 2 hours longer than it was supposed to be. Because of a problem with the soundboard, and he just took like a $10,000 fine just to make sure that everybody got what they wanted.
He made more than $10,000 and just fucking. I know,
but I mean, he could have been a
money
dick
that day.
Like,
well,
it's gonna end up getting posted.
Yeah.
The thing about Gigantor, as opposed to say the Sanitarium tour or the Orion tour, is that Metallica. As much as I love Metallica, and as much as James Hetfield is a personal hero of mine, they no longer care about metal. Say what you will about Megadeth's latter albums, they still give a shit about metal. And they still try to put out a metal record once in a while. Even if they put out 4 or 5 rock records in between. They still try to put out a fucking metal album. Look at United Abominations. That is a metal album for the ages. Whereas Death Magnetic is trying to like a cop-out.
They're trying to like a cop-out?
No. Death Magnetic is a cop-out, whereas United Abominations is an actual metal record.
Alright, sweet. And what band is this?
Death Magnetic would be Metallica.
Oh, okay.
And United Abominations. Yes, you've heard me talk about Metallica many times. As have you heard me talk about metal, fucking Motorhead, and the Ramones.
Cool.
Cue the Travis Beerwagon talk where I say, "Oh God, he's talking about the Ramones again."
And then you show your Joey Ramone doll and go, "Roar!"
Then I show my Joey Ramone doll and go, "Roar!" I've been drinking since 3 in the afternoon. Can you tell?
Awesome. And what time is it? Your time right now?
Currently, it is 12:36 a.m.
Wow, 9.5
April
hours
21st.
of drinking.
Headphones. Oh, I'm making a mess.
Yes, 9.5 hours of drinking.
Fuck me. The camera's frozen again.
Oh, look at your beautiful frozen face.
Good night. Good night, Patrick.
Oh, you taking off already, Patrick? All right. Have a good one, man.
Good
Thanks
night,
for coming out.
Patrick. God,
Always good to
Give your girlfriend a big kiss from all of us.
Yes. But especially from me.
Down below.
All right.
Give her a smooch in her butthole for me.
Garbage Gamer's wondering where his chat invite is. Someone want to get him in here? I will be back in just a moment.
Fuck you, you're not invited, damn it.
Have to reset the live stream. Everybody hit refresh in about 1 minute.
A bunch of shit. AC. I don't know who AC is, but I have to compliment his choice of beer. As a Dutchman...
AC is 6-layer.
Oh, okay. Well, 6-layer. I have to say, as a Dutchman to what I'm thinking is another Dutchman, congratulations on your choice of beer.
I will be back.